Just not right. We should grow in grace and knowledge. We should be on strong meat. And we should have that willingness to teach. So I would say if any of the baptized men feels like delivering even a short message once in a while, be my guest. Huh? You're welcome. However, if you desire... Good, thank you. However, if you desire to come up with totally new doctrine that no one has ever heard about, then maybe it's a good idea to first talk about it to the elder. But I assume that it is something that is simply can be found in Scripture. Huh? By the way, it's not possible. You know, Scripture repeats itself numerous times. If you expect that an elder will always come up with new topics, brand new topics that have never before been covered, well, that's simply not possible. Even Yeshua repeated himself numerous times. That's why we read parables or events that are almost the same as in another gospel, but then there is a slight difference here or there. Well, we can be sure Yeshua said the same parables or the same stories several times to different audiences. It's not like he said everything only just once in his whole life. That's not the case. Teachers are leaders by word and example. Let's go to Hebrews 13, verses 7 and 17. Hebrews 13, verse 7 and 17.
Remember those leading you who spoke the word of Elohim to you. Consider the outcome of their way of life and imitate their belief.
Verse 17.
Obey those leading you and be subject to them, for they watch for your lives, as having to give account, and do so with joy and not groaning, for that would be no advantage to them.
So, remember your leaders who spoke the word of Elohim to you, considering the completeness of their works and imitate their faith. And also it says, listen to your spiritual leaders. Here it says, obey those leading you and be subject to them. So, a good leader, a good elder should set a good example. He should not only speak good works, but he should good words, I should say, but he should also be an example of righteous behavior, an example of loving behavior. In other words, he should not only talk the talk, but also walk the walk. And that's what we should desire to become. Yeshua himself was a teacher both inside and outside the synagogue. Let's go to Matthew 11:1. Matthew 11, verse 1.
And it came to be, when Yeshua ended instructing his 12 taught ones, that he set out from there to teach and to proclaim in their cities.
So he set out to proclaim in their cities. So this is, let's say, outside the synagogue. Mark 4, verse 1. Mark 4, Mark chapter 4, verse 1.
And he began to teach again by the sea, and a large crowd was gathered to him, so that he entered into a boat to sit in the sea, and all the crowd was on the land facing the sea.
So again, this is Joshua teaching a crowd, not in a synagogue, but a large crowd near the sea. Now an example of Joshua teaching in the synagogue, Mark 6, verse 2. Mark chapter 6, verse 2.
And Sabbath having come, he began to teach in the congregation. And many who heard him were astonished, saying, "Where did he get all this? And what wisdom is which is given to him, that such miracles are done through his hands?"
Remember that Joshua set an example for us. So Joshua was teaching in a synagogue, in an assembly, in a holy convocation. So, well, we should strive to imitate his example.